All along this path I tread, my heart betrays my weary head, with nothing but my soul to save from the cradle to the grave. Are they all in there? And it was one of those things you wake up in the middle of the night and run downstairs and write it down. I didn't know what it meant, and I thought, well, I would abbreviate it to From the Cradle for the title. What it means, I think, is that this music that I'm making here has been my motivation. It's the thing I've turned to, the thing that has given me inspiration and relief in all of the trials and tribulations of my life. I've always had this incredibly secure place to go to with the blues, and this is the first testament to that I've ever made, really, on my own. And it's quite scary, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's about time too. It's long overdue. When any kind of soul music was rare, the merest glimpse of a Bo Diddley or a Chuck Berry would send me into frenzies of delight. So when I heard what was behind that, I mean, that was like the front scenery of what I was to later discover. And when I found the stuff that was behind it that made that come into being, you know, the Muddy Waters, and beyond that, the Robert Johnson, and beyond that, the work song, it was, it did something to me emotionally, for sure, but there was something much deeper going on, which I cannot define at all, and probably never will be able to.
What's given you the confidence now to think that, you know, this is what you really want to do and you'll get away with it?
I think Unplugged helped a great deal. Age, a certain amount of rediscovered security in myself. But I think you still need to, no matter how you feel about yourself, no matter how I feel about me, I still needed to see results. I still needed some kind of exterior proof, and Unplugged was definitely that.
Your man let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. Hey, love, got me on my knees. Hey, love.
So when it did well, and when it did phenomenally well, I was very surprised, and of course very pleased, and it freed me up to a certain extent. I'm not saying that I'm completely different and changed by this experience, but I'm willing to take the gamble based on that evidence of saying, well, that was me in one respect, but this is really, really me. To make this record about my blues influences and my upbringing is much more me than Unplugged was.
Well, if I've done somebody wrong, have mercy, yeah, if you please. Keep on working now, child. Lord, in the morning.
It's taken a lot of courage for me to go back. I mean, I'm really retracing my steps back to John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, and I mean, there was a stage there when I was with that band, having come from a pop band which had started as a blues band with the Yardbirds, to go to John Mayall, and then when I was leaving John Mayall, in my head I was going to an even more hardcore blues situation, which backfired. Although it came out to be a great hybrid, it wasn't my intention to go that way. And now what I'm doing is I'm going back to that jumping off point. It's almost like I'm just leaving John Mayall now and I'm producing my own blues band. And it's taken me 30 years of meandering around the back streets to get there. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I just always felt very afraid of being true to myself. And I think that's quite normal in a way. I think everybody is. I'm not unique in that. But right now, I want to do it, and I have this funny feeling that I don't know how long it'll last, and it may be that I'll just stay here. Maybe that's all right. Maybe it's all right for me just to stay doing this because it's what I do best.
Well, if I feel that hard, baby, I declare I'll change my ways. I don't want that love and trouble. Follow me on my way. Please have mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. Well, if I've done somebody wrong, have mercy if you please.
But really, the bones of the thing is coming from inside me and my need to pay back the tribute to all these people that I heard from day one, from the cradle to the grave, really, that I want to emulate and pay back and say thank you to. And I'm actually trying as hard as I can to replicate what they did, but it doesn't come, I mean, it still comes out as me, which is the beauty of the whole exercise. Because I used to think that pure imitation was not good enough, but of course there is no such thing, and I'm finding that out, and as close as I try and get to the original, it still sounds like me doing it.
Lord, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Lord, I feel like this. Lord, I feel like this.
We did Eddie Boyd's song, Third Degree, which just blew everyone away for a little while, and it was so, some of them have been so accessible. When we listened to that, we listened to his recording of it, and we went out there and we did it in 2 takes. It was just easy. You know, I've always loved Reconsider Baby, the Lowell Fulson song, and that was the same. Yesterday we did the Ray Charles song called Sinner's Prayer, and I didn't think I could ever do this song because vocally it's very, very dynamic. It looks like a very hard song to sing, and we did it very quickly. It's a wonderful process of working. We do everything live, so if one person makes a mistake, we all have to do it again, or we accept the mistake. People have asked me about songwriting in the past and which songs have meant the most. The ones that have meant the most to me over the years are the ones that were the easiest to write, like Wonderful Tonight, and that was the most successful because it just fell out. Well, I used to think I could make any kind of music, but the guitar playing would always be blues. You know, if I took a solo in, I would always make sure that I could find some place to put the blues in, so that I knew, even if nobody else did, that I was still had one foot on the path. So what happens to me when I listen to these songs? I go away, and I like going away. I still like going away to music, and these things do it to me better than anything else. It is still a fix for me to come here, have a band of musicians. I mean, generally speaking, I walk through that door on the other side of the room, pick up my guitar, and we'll start work.